Hi everybody, welcome to this new video where Solaris is playing Baldur's Gate 2 with no party in just the last save. In the previous episode, we sold our account with the Shadow Thieves. We went in their lair, we killed Eren, we killed every Shadow Thief and the Torturer and everybody to clean Akatla from the thieves, right? We looted their place, we sold everything that we could, and now we are moving on. So we destroyed the Vampires Guild, we destroyed the Shadow Thieves Guild, so there's only the Cowardly Wizard left, but you know, Ray doesn't like them too much, but it doesn't necessarily dislike the idea of having some kind of authority to regulate magic, but he saw that the wizards are kind of crazy and corrupted too. But anyway, he has better things to do right now. For now, the Cowardly Wizards are gonna leave an extra day. And as I said, like Ray doesn't necessarily think that they are that evil, and that it's not necessarily a bad thing that magic is being regulated, because Ray could see how the use of regulated magic can be dangerous. So yeah, he's okay for that, but I think he did a good deed on getting rid of the Vampires Guild and the Shadow Thief Guild, so that the people of Akatla can have some rest, or at least momentarily. And now, right, is gonna try to solve his problems with Irenicus. Okay, so let's go see Elton.
Your return. All has been relatively quiet here. I believe the Drow were mostly satisfied with the destruction of our temple. They have made no further serious advancement yet.
You have the lantern. It is in the hands of the murderous vampire body no longer. I feel the tide of this crisis is certainly changing. Yes, buddy, but you claim we didn't know who stole the lantern. You must have made mention of it. You obviously had some idea who it might have been. We questioned you for quite a while, you recall? Possibly, but I never said she was a vampire. Why lie about knowing of her? Perhaps not, but you did not ask for holy water and steaks. And steaks. I know, but you did ask for holy water and steaks. Well, technically, not even. He gave it to us. But the one needs only to put two and two together to make the correct assumption. Yeah, except I never asked for water and steaks. You offered them. Why are you lying? This body is not known to any else. Never is the exile Irenicus. They do not exist in our eyes. And you would benefit by shutting yours to them as well. So Irenicus is now an exile. That's not a name for a stranger. Perhaps I should ask around. No, this is not for you to know. I can't tell you, right? It is not my place to do so. The exiles of this Irenicus and body are criminals. Their crime was great, their punishment greater. And so he returned for some sort of revenge. I fail to see the great shame in this. You do not understand, and I'm not prepared to make you. I wish you to know more. You will have. If I wish you to know more, you will have to talk to one of those involved. Demin, the High Priestess, she will tell you. She will have the breach. We will have to breach the city to find her. Fortunately, my sages have instructed me in the use of the lantern. You must go. We must go. But most of my elves must remain to hold the Drow. We must not be struggling on two fronts when we face what is in the city. Follow, Ray. We must let the lantern lead us to Sal Dunalesa. I can only hope that the exile will have left us a city to found. Okay.
It is here. I can feel it. The lanthorn is almost buzzing. There can be no mistake. Stand back, and I shall make the way clear. Ah, sweet Solaris. I have been away too long. I must determine what Irenicus has done within the city.
Walk with reverence when you step. You are going where precious few outside of the elven community have ever seen. Okay.
Consider it done.
Okay.
Guided by the light of the rim lanthorn, you pass effortlessly through what had seemed an impenetrable wall of trees. The city that greets you as you emerge is at once inspiring, but also profoundly troubling. For amidst the majestic architecture are dozens of bodies, elves that have fallen while defending their home. Solaris is in the grip of Irenicus and his minions, and it will not be relinquished without a fight.
That's perfectly fine. That's what a Ray is there for. A fight.
It is as I feared. The madman Irenicus has unleashed his anger upon the city, and worse yet, I now recognize the magic he has employed. Corruption magics. Illusions from a race of spirits, the Rakshasa. Such creatures are very predatory. It would appear that there is no depth to which Irenicus will sink.
Yep.
Solaris is under siege. With this number of beasts under his command, Irenicus will be very hard to unseat.
Well, I would not wish to damage the city. What would be the best course of action? We must proceed with caution. Not everyone in the city can withstand an onslaught like this. Their safety must take priority. You must seek out Elysim. She will know what to do. She has a link to the divine, not unlike your own, though through a much more benevolent spirit. Failing that, find the High Priestess Demin. If anyone had warning of Irenicus and made preparation, it would be one of those two. So Demin or the Priestess. Okay. Go away. I will garrison this area with my elite war guards. We will shepherd people to safety as you secure the inner city. For the Queen!
Yes?
Alright.
I will do my best.
So let's look at the map. Okay, so the entire map is revealed. So the House of the Moon, the Priestess House, Dinin's House, and the Temple of Really Fan, the Palace. Hola, what's going on? Alright, mate, like I was looking at the map. Are you attacking me when I'm trying to look at the map? That's not very nice. Jeez. Completely disrespectful. Again. Jeez, guys. Ah.
A dangerous mistake.
Alright. Ooh, I need to be careful about this one. Hello? Yeah, no, poison will not affect Ray.
My weapon has no effect.
Okay, so let's get a little bit serious here.
I shall not yield to you. A dangerous mistake. A solid hit. My weapon has no effect.
Okay, so let's have a little bit more defense. So we don't take so many hits. Yeah, he's taking no... Oh, jeez, there's another one.
Dangerous mistake.
Alright.
I require assistance with my...
Okay, let's use hardiness like that. I don't take as much damage. And at the same time, where is the girdle against crushing? So it's gonna make me even harder to be hit by those creatures. Okay, let's speed up the process because otherwise it's gonna take ages to kill those creatures.
A solid hit.
That's gonna need 2 res though.
A solid hit. A solid hit.
There you go. You see, thanks to hardiness, I didn't take as much damage. Now the golem is slowed down thanks to the flay. So let's accelerate and boom.
Mistake. The battle and victory.
I see there is the resisted damage there. Took 21 damage, but the 14 resisted. Interesting. Okay. Alright, another whirlwind, let's go.
A dangerous mistake.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
On my honor.
So let's save. So as I said, like let's look at the map. So the House of the Horn. Okay, so I think we're gonna need to go at Denin's house. And then after she's gonna be able to help us find the priestess. Okay.
Very
Okay,
well.
so we can try to advance. Well, like, look at that. The golem's advance ignoring the other guy. Yeah, we have the cloak of displacement. Okay. We may not necessarily need to have Daystar there, so we can put this there. And, you know, Blade of Roses, no. We could have Cutthroat or the Drinker, or... Yeah, let's take the Drinker because it gives Ray some sort of protection. And we're gonna have as well... and Guvardel. Yeah, just want to make sure that I'm not saying the name wrong, I guess. Me and names, you know, guys. Me and names. Okay, so we can go there. Okay. Also go there. Okay, let's go. Need to be careful. Because the city is being sieged. Ooh, look at that. Slayers of children, the wrath of the righteous will take upon this day. Lay down your arms. The city is doomed. Slavery is preferable to death, is it not? And there before the death of our enemies. Oh, no, 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 no. You are not gonna kill those people. What are
My weapon has no effect. My weapon has no effect.
Which weapon? Hold on. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. Gonna take the equalizer here. No, I need a weapon and enchantment plus 4 then. Okay, so I killed the Rakshasa. I'm gonna kill the Golem.
A solid hit. Oh. A dangerous mistake.
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine. You can use Stone Skin and all that good jazz. Perfectly fine. Oh, jeez. Didn't know, but I was going to be terrified. Okay. Okay. I should have, like, if I knew, I would have had Peregrine or Peregrine with me. Anyway. Okay, so Ray is stuck there. That's not good. The door. Well, only one person can attack him apparently. Oh, no. The others can somehow swing at him. So Ray is stuck. Yep. In the ring, Kangak is healing him and it's extremely hard to hit, so, you know. Eventually he's gonna get out of his fear. Come on, Ray, you can do it. Ah, jeez, Ray. Why the fear lasting for so long? So annoying. There you go. My goodness. Okay, grab the equalizer. Because those creatures are very far away from the neutral alignment. I can tell you that. Also, to avoid being, you know, dominated and things like that.
A solid hit.
Okay, so this time I said this is fear, but it's using the fear spell. Okay.
Done.
So I'm gonna need to use Peridin.
A dangerous mistake.
Well, I mean, I don't think this guy can actually cast fear, so we're gonna do more attacks and we're gonna kill him. Regenerate each points on him. There you go.
As you ask.
Okay, so it's a bunch of scrolls and yeah, those scrolls are worth a fair amount, so you know.
Yes, it shall be.
So unfortunately, I wasn't able to save. Oh, this is a long sword. Haven chain. Well, unfortunately, I cannot identify this stuff yet. So.
What is my task?
So I'm gonna use Peridin in this instance just because I don't want them to fear Ray. What are you doing? Why are you attacking those people? Don't you see that I'm attacking you? I'm your enemy. Come fight me. Jeez. Coward. Yeah, I know that there are monsters about. Where is he? Well, anyway. Alright, let's go there. Oh. Okay, so in this instance, we're gonna use our legendary Daystar to fight the forces of Undead.
I shall not yield to you. A dangerous mistake.
Come on, right. Let's go. Don't let the elves down. Go for it. So this guy is dead. One elf has been destroyed. Move out, the enemy is everywhere! Yeah, that must be a great sword class 2 or something like that. Nothing memorable, but anyway. Gonna save. A demon! Okay.
The best surfacer is a dead surfacer.
At last, the guard duty grows tedious. Let's go down to killing you. Oh, I suppose I should be official about this, eh? You there, all citizens must stay indoors under threat of death. The High Priestess is being punished for her part in our master's curse. You shall be slain for even thinking to approach her house. So, okay. I don't know where he is, but time stop. Okay. So I put Period in, so I'm protected against fear, and I also have Ashox. I think I have Daystar, so I don't have the Shield of Harmony. Protected from evil. Okay. Wow, Milat. I don't know what it is. Ooh, it's a demon.
Yes?
Yeah, this is not the moment, guys, to hold back, right? Drink the potion, right? Okay. Okay, let's go. Wow, what is this fire thing that he just did? I gotta need a healing. Oh, jeez. That's fine, that's fine. It's fine, we saved, so... Yep.
It shall be.
The best surfacer is a
Yes?
dead
Consider
surfacer.
it done. I shall not be a dangerous mistake.
Okay, so I have protection against fear, confusion, whole person, all that jazz. Okay, protection from evil. Now I know why he's protecting from evil, because he's summoning a demon. He doesn't want the demon to come hit him. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna need the scroll of protection against fire. Not the protection, the ring of fire control. Up. So that's what I'm gonna need right now.
On my honor.
Alright.
I will do my
By my honor, you shall
Whoa.
not
Before I
see
go
another
there,
day.
do this, protect yourself, and I'm gonna need to have also resistance against.
No effect.
Okay, so we're gonna need to go with. There you go. You see, that's the equalizer. Boom! The equalizer destroyed the demon. I did imprisonment. Okay. Okay, so if I'm facing so many spare casters or things like that, then what I'm gonna need to do is to use the trick. The big trick. The only trick. Where is it? We're gonna summon Ray.
Yes.
Which is there's a price to pay for doing this trick, but because I may need Ray a little bit later, but guess we're gonna put that here
What is my shall
and let's go.
On my honor. Consider it done. On my honor. Yes?
Chunks, Ray doesn't have the shield of protection, so it can be turned against me, but that's fine.
You shall not say another death. I will do my best. On my honor. Yes? I see.
It's gonna have the equilibrium.
Yes, yes. I shall not yield to you.
Okay. I don't think I put the ring control of fire. Chunks. I'm gonna need that immediately. No, I don't have it. So let's do this. The ring control or the fire control to reduce the amount of fire damage that I gotta take. It's gonna be very important. And Ray, please
On my honor.
do this. Hardiness.
Very well.
Okay, use the equalizer. Okay, the equalizer is such an awesome weapon.
On my honor. My weapon. No effect.
Okay, so Ray have been banished.
My weapon. No effect.
Oh jeez.
Done.
Yeah, this is just a standard.
Yes? As you ask.
Stuff.
Strangers,
Ah,
if you
jeez.
are not servants of the exile, then aid me against these creatures, I beg of you.
Strangers, if you are not servant of the exile, and then aid me against those creatures, I beg of you. Don't worry. Let's go. They can do a fear or some kind of stuff. I don't want that to I don't want Ray to be under fear. Okay, let's use the equalizer. Let's go.
A solid hit.
Insurtus, Culture, Imperium.
Don't worry. Oh, okay. There's something cool here.
Thank you for your assistance, strangers.
Forgive me also if I reward your effort with questions. How do you come to be here? Our city is not usually found by outsiders, doubly so with the exile employing his magic to hide us. It is beyond fortuitous if you stumble here unknowing. I seek the one you call the exile. Irenicus has taken much from me. It is our folly if we think his terror would be isolated. I apologize if he pained you, for we are partially to blame for each act of evil he survives to commit. We will seek to make reparation when this matter is done, but the exile is firmly in control at the moment. We are at his mercy. Etana was particularly vexing demanding help while also refusing information. I am not so concerned with the shame of our people over Irenicus and body. What good is our sanity if the city is crushed because we would not seek help? You are not an elf. It must be difficult for fathom why we are so hesitant to speak of this. Hopefully, you will come to understand. The exiles were not only as you know them now. They once had names that I would have been proud to speak and were as worthy as any of others of praise. Then they are falling far from the lofty perch. I see no trace of worth in them now. Certainly you are entitled to your misgiving. You would not be there if you were not driven by a powerful emotion, and the exile is good at provoking a reaction. He has garnered the strongest of reactions from us and his own people, for he wronged us greater than any other. He is a criminal that knows no bounds. Yes, he was elven as we were, but no longer. Queen Edison cast him out, for he had proven he was not elven at heart. That must have been some crime. What did he do? She and he were well known in the elven court of Solaris. He at least was a great asset to our kind and kin. He was the greatest of our mages, as skilled as any of elven blood could be without divine assistance. He even had the favor of the queen. It was not enough. Of the two, the sister was the insatiable one. She was not as regarded, but she held great influence over her brother and pulled him into her madness. Alright, go on. Together they sought more than was possible. They wished the power of the gods. They were not concerned about the consequences. He of the exiles performed a dark ritual and committed a grave offense against the greatest symbol of our longevity, the tree of life. He sought to merge his essence with the divine tree, draining it and stealing its energy. He failed, but there was a price to pay for the rest of us. He disrupted the elven connection to the land and nature. There was a great shock that ran through Solaris, and many of our weaker citizens lay near death. That he would endanger so many of he and his sister's selfish goal was one thing, but to threaten the very nature of what makes us who we are was unformidable. See. An unforgivable theme, I'm sure. What came of it? It fell to Elsim to judge the crime. She was harsh, having forsaken every elven, they would be outcast so that they might learn how precious our ways are. Of spiritually high regard, Elsim petitioned the gods, and a divine curse was placed upon the exile. All their connection to the elven spirit was severed. Elsim thought it a punishment worse than death, a life no longer than a human's, and their elven spirit banished from the paradise of the elven kind, a paradise all elven kind are entitled to. The sister exposed herself to vampirism to try and counteract the divine curse, but the gods are not routed so easily. The brother did not risk the same. A better man would have learned to appreciate what he had lost, perhaps learning humility and seek to make amends. He did not prove to be a better man. I should say not. Have experimented the hatred that drives Irenicus. Now, so you cut Irenicus and body loose instead of reforming. They plotted revenge. Typical. We had hoped that this would turn out better. The exile has found a way to restore himself, has made a pact with our most despised enemy, and has resumed his original plot. And this is where I came in. He stole my divine soul from some sort of ritual. I have no way to accurately measure the cost of our decisions on you. Reparation will be made if there is anyone left here to make them. I'm still in shock that this happened. So much of Solaris' defense were away, battling the drows and the incursions at the temple. We were left weak. One group of the exile helping another, both so full of their petty hatreds and jealousy that they would stop at nothing to strike at our hearts. The exile brought to this city magical constructions and demons and a black dragon which landed to the northwest. I have been trying to fight, but there are too many. Elton spoke of Elsim and how she might be able to help. The exile has seeded the streets with his minion and taking Elsin into the palace. I have made an attempt to enter, but it is sealed tight. Whether you search for the queen or seek the exile for reason of your own, you will have to get into the palace and also deal with the monsters in the streets. And I believe that there is a way to do both at the same time, though it will not be easy. No, we have seen to it that it will not be easy. I obviously do not have the strength myself to complete the task. I think perhaps you do. If I tell you what to be done, will you do it? I will. How can the creature be stopped? The temple is dedicated to Relifin Walafiel. He can summon the spirit defender of the forest to protect us, and has the power to break the seal of the palace. But the Leaf Lord must be awakened. The Leaf Lord must be awakened. His avatar summoned in order for the spirit to come. The exiles creature have desecrated the temple and stolen the artifact I need. The artifacts are lost in the city, held by the exiles minion, perhaps even the black dragon in the northwest. They are free: the talisman of Redifan, a golden cup, and the moon blade. Go into the temple with the which will most likely be guarded, and place the items in the statue in the center. This will summon the avatar to our defense. Are you certain this is the solution? I believe so, stranger. I cannot be sure, but only Redifan has the power. Go, please. The longer you wait, the more elves will suffer. Quickly. Alright. So let's save and pause here. I think this is a good time to stop. It's 37 minutes. We we fought our way all the way to Demin. She explained a little bit what happened, why Irenicus had been casted from the elves, the horrible influence that the body had on Irenicus, and how skillful Irenicus was. Like, he was one of the greatest, or the greatest mage that the high elves have ever seen with that divine nature. And he has been corrupted and trying to steal the essence of the divine tree, or the tree of life, whatever, to gain access to godhood, apparently. But Ray is not gonna allow this. He's gonna stop Irenicus and retrieve his divine soul that had been stolen away from him. But this is gonna be in the next episode. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. That really help the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be aware when I put new content. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye.